Mythical creatures. No matter where you are on Earth, you can find stories of some crazy monster. Dragons, chimeras, really tall people, the list goes on. Now, what would happen if we just sort of mashed them together? Hello and welcome to The Forge. I'm the Artsmith, and today I'll be combining mythical creatures to create Fakemon, as well as just about whatever I want. I'll be honest, this is sort of a grab bag episode of designs with no real coherent theme aside from being based on mythical creatures. These are some designs I ended up finishing in between working on my alternate starter trio, and I really liked them. If you're new here, I'm designing my own hypothetical Pokemon region based on prehistoric creatures. And when you're done watching this video, you can browse the whole playlist. Alright, let's get into it. First up, I wanted to diversify my designs by adding a Pokemon with no evolutions to the dex. So I scrolled through your guys' suggestions and landed on Sketchy Scribbler 8285's comment from my first Sora video. A Psittacosaurus Pokemon. Alright, typing that into the search bar. Oh, what a handsome lad. Now, this one stumped me. Unlike other dinosaurs I've based Fakemon on, this one doesn't have very striking characteristics in my opinion. So after diving down a bit of a research rabbit hole, I learned that not only is this guy an ancestor of Ceratopsians, but there's speculation that it could have been covered in feathers. I've made a Ceratopsian before and based its iconic features around beauty rather than the typical warrior motifs. So why not keep up with the theme and make this one a fairy type as well? This also served as a great warm-up leading into this batch of Fakemon. It's short, sweet, and to the point, with an adorable color scheme that may or may not be based on cotton candy. Note, please do not eat your Pokemon. Flandy, the lucky Pokemon. Incredibly difficult to find in the wild, a chance encounter with Flandy is considered a good omen by the residents of its isolated domain. Its reputation and glimmering feathers make it highly desirable to wealthy elites and collectors. Now it's time for the longtime resident of the Back Burner Club to make its debut. This design has been on nearly all of my community polls for about a year, and I'm finally getting around to it. It's actually ever since Cambrian Lore 12 posted a comment about the Gorguppy, a dog-like ancient predator that was named after its snake-like head. I'd like to say it's a match made in Hades. Take this as proof that I read your comments. I have a whole list of extinct creatures that I didn't know existed thanks to you guys, so keep them coming. Anyway, Snake Puppy, a Gorgon and a Cerberus. Those are the mythical creatures I'm combining here. And I mean that literally. I think the design gets all of its charm from this strange juxtaposition of a snake head just glued onto a dog's body. And I mean, look at him, he's beautiful. And that nasty look on his face, he has no rules, no boundaries. He doesn't flinch at tipping over garbage cans or chasing around neighborhood Pokemon. Gorguppy, the Chimera Pokemon. Equipped with paralyzing venom and boundless endurance, Gorguppy is highly adapted to be the perfect predator. However, in modern suburbia, it instead spends most of its time terrorizing neighborhood Pokemon. Its juxtaposing biology is often a topic of debate amongst the locals. Some call it a creature of myth, others refer to it as a cute nuisance. And with a combination like this in the works, there's really only one place to go next. It's pretty straightforward from here. Snake Dog gets bigger and gains 2 more heads, completing the Cerberus motif. I think the trickiest part about this design was figuring out the color palette. We have 2 completely distinct elements whose whole point is existing in spite of their harsh differences. But this is still a design. It has to appeal to the eye. So I made sure to have the snake's green pop up on the dog body to tie the 2 pieces together. I spent forever debating its typing. Cerberus is the warden of the gates of the underworld, so your mind might immediately go towards making it a ghost type. But if it's keeping spirits at bay all the time, wouldn't it make sense to make it a type with an advantage against ghosts? So I went with Poison and Dark for this Pokemon's types. Don't worry, I'll work my mandatory ghost design into this video somehow. Gorberus, the Warden Pokemon. This Pokemon can often be found just outside of graveyards or caves overflowing with spiritual activity. It actively tries to scare away anyone who draws near, not letting anything in or out. Whether this behavior is altruistic or territorial in nature has cause for speculation. However, anyone who has trained a Gorberus would tell you that a scratch under the chin is enough to get past their defenses. The only question is how to pet all 3 of its heads at once. So when I was researching the Gorgonops, I saw a lot of artists' depictions of the extinct animal in its natural habitat. But there is always one other creature depicted with it, that being Scutosaurus, one of the first dinosaurs. And it's always shown being brutally killed. There is no way to put it. This guy is prey in the most literal sense of the word. And this dino story really got to me. I wanted to change everyone's view of the Scutosaurus, make it so much more than just Gorgonops' prey. And the best way to do that was making it Gorguppy's prey. Just let me explain. So the Gorgon's whole thing is turning people into stone. So what if Gorguppy did that to its prey? Or maybe that's the local rumor? So I made a cute statue Pokemon. Does he move? Maybe, just not when you're looking. Parapew, the petrified Pokemon. Most confuse this Pokemon for an inanimate object for how rarely it moves. Legend has it that the original Parapew were turned into stone by an ancient Gorberus. Little is known about the true origins of this Pokemon, but local residents like to put them on the rooftops to ward away evil spirits. So we have a statue Pokemon that Gorguppys probably like to gnaw on whenever they're teething. But where do we go from here? Well, I ask you to look at our buddy Scutosaurus again for me. Look at that mug. It's giving me gargoyle vibes. So after being used as a means to ward off spirits, Parapew becomes infused with them and becomes a ghost type. That's another unused type combo checked off the list. And yes, I know, this prey Pokemon gains a type that just makes it more vulnerable to its predator. I just think it's ironically fitting. And it's especially great when paired with its lore. It became the very thing it was meant to deter, and fully intends to continue its duty, playing into that mechanic of ghosts being super effective against each other. But with how scared and ignorant people are, they'll probably just recruit a Gorberus to hunt it down and get rid of their ghost problem. It's just a great big misunderstanding. And you know how much I love to give my Pokemon sob stories. You can fix them, I swear. In the end, both of my evolution lines became Guardians, with one being more popular than the other. Paraghoul, the reanimated Pokemon. When a Parapew is exposed to spirits for an extended period of time, it might evolve into Paraghoul. Infused with the energy of the spirits it once warded, it becomes much more powerful than it was before. Some Paraghoul continue their occupation as spiritual repellers, while others use their newfound movement to explore the world. Due to their frightful appearance, some folks confuse them for the spirits they were originally driving away. So there you have it. You've got your in-universe mystical Pokemon, and 2 others based on classical mythical creatures with a prehistoric twist. Who would you add to your team? And let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. Maybe we could call it turning your favorite dinosaurs into Pokemon, or something like that? We'll workshop it. Next up, I'll be crafting my very own alternate starter trio. This is a starter trio that doesn't include the traditional grass, fire, and water types. Maybe you'd get this choice halfway through the game like they did in X and Y? I don't know, I just want to do it for the sake of doing it. In the meantime, it would really help out if you subscribe to the channel. And if this is your first time at the Forge, I highly recommend checking out my Fakemon playlist. Until next time, this has been the Artsmith, and thank you for coming to the Forge.